everyone. I am Mrs. Aditi Lahiri and today I am here again to narrate to you all yet another story at Maya Katha, where stories dance. And today the story that I have brought for you is the story of how little Kirit learns to float. Right? So let's listen to the story and find out who little Kirit was. Little Kirit was a very tiny little cricket. And you know what he loved to do the most? His favorite hobby was to read and read and read. He loved to read a lot of books. And one day he read a story about the adventure of two boys who had gone to the river. And how they had tried to swim in the river using some pieces of wood. They made a wonderful raft. So this gave Kirit a brilliant idea that he could also use something to float in the river. Then one afternoon, when his mother was fast asleep, Kirit stepped out of the house and then he began to sing this song. I am out, I am out, I am out on the land, and now I am going to float in the water. Oh, I am going to float in the water. Saying so, he reached the bank of the river, and there he started looking for something which he could use for a boat. Now, what did he find? He found a slice of nice red tomato, a green leaf, and a tiny mini twig. And using these three, he immediately made a nice sailboat. And he thought he could nicely sail in the river using this as a boat. But to his dismay, this idea did not work at all. The slice of tomato was not at all heavy and it literally began to sink in the water. Then he tried to look for something else which he could use to float. First he tried with a nail and then he also tried with a small piece of stone. But none of these ideas worked. Then Kirit felt a little sad and gloomy and he was sitting in the corner. Then suddenly a nice little firefly named Jugnu came near him and said, I am Jugnu, I am Jugnu. Jugnu, I am a firefly and I have come to give you an idea. Now, Kirit was very happy and excited. He said, what idea do you have for me? He said, see, you need something light to float on. And I feel that a petal from this flower would be an ideal thing which will help you to float in the water. So, Kirit was very happy to learn this. And then he was ready to float in the water when suddenly he was told by Jugnu the firefly that what should he do? He should not go deep into the river because the river was full of very big fishes with big jaws who could come and eat it up. So, listening to this, Kirit was really cautious. And then, what did he do? He went near the river. He used the petal from the flower and he began to float on it. He floated and floated and floated on it. And then, suddenly, he saw the big fishes coming too close to him. And then he felt a little scared. But then, he thought of a brilliant way to escape. He quickly floated on his nice petal boat and quickly dived it along the river until he reached the shore. And once on the shore, little Kirit again began to sing and dance, sing and dance. And what song did he sing this time? Hi everyone, I have learned to float, I have learned to float. Today's the day when I've learned to float. Today is the day when I've learned to float. I saved myself from the big fish. I saved myself from the big fish. So I am here, alive and having a lot of fun. It was great adventure to go and sail in a nice pedal boat in the big river. So, saying so, he quickly ran home. Once he reached home, he met his parents. His parents were really anxious about Kirit, and they said, "How, Kirit, where have you been all this while? We were all so worried about you." Then what did Kirit say? "Mama and Papa, I had a great adventure today. I learned how to float and save myself in the river." So his parents were delighted at this. And so are we, aren't we all? Right? So we all must have small, little adventures in life. Isn't that so? So I hope you all enjoyed the story. I will come again and narrate you yet another new story in a new episode. Until then, bye-bye. Enjoy.